Ah. Why do I keep hitting it so high up? No. What the heck? What? Oh my god.
I'm actually almost done. I
Yes.
just need a title. I don't have a title.
Okay, what is your project really like about?
Which like hand washing slash sanitizing method is the best for resistance, and like which one stops the transmission of bacteria, pretty much.
The effectiveness of hand soaps preventing the transmission of bacteria.
Or I
Right.
could just do the effectiveness of them on
The
bacteria.
effectiveness. Okay. Works for me. I called mine Why Malaria Can't Be Cured.
Why can't it be cured?
Well, if you read my PowerPoint, so basically, malaria is like a parasitic disease. So it has like a vector, which is like a mosquito. That's what vectors are, like the holders for it.
Hosts.
We're the hosts. Parasites are vectors. And what happens basically is once it enters your blood system, it goes to the liver, it reproduces asexually. So they're all identical, and they do that very quickly. And then once you get bit by a mosquito, then it goes into the mosquito's bloodstream and it reproduces sexually. So it's all different and like various strains. That's how like it's like small mutations, genetic mutations change like how the disease actually affects you and the resistance to drugs. So when people have drugs, but it doesn't kill all of the infection, or not the infection, all of the disease, and you get bit by a mosquito, that's when it becomes resistant to the drugs. When you don't kill all of it, and you get bit by a mosquito, and it reproduces and changes to resist it. So yeah, that's basically my project. Oof. But I go into much further detail in my PowerPoint, which I will read strictly off of. Ah! So what I heard was you're trying to play some Rocket League because you're done.
Almost. I have 2 more slides.
Dose moss. Blech.
So like I have one for like which soap best stops the transmission of bacteria. Then I have which soaps are the most accessible, and then I'm gonna have like a which is best for everyday life.
Ah, I see you working in the what's it called?
So like, what's the practical use of all of this?
Exactly. Getting a good grade.
That's gonna help me with the intro because like in the intro I say like we wash our hands every day and sometimes still get sick. So like, what's the reasoning behind that? That's like pretty much what my intro is. And then I go into like which one best stops transmission, and then most accessible, and then I have best for everyday life.
There's a lot of reasons why people get sick besides like
Hey,
bacteria
hey,
on their hands,
Hey,
STDs.
I'm just saying it's the best way to stop transmission.
Or is taking a bleach shower the best way to stop transmission?
Well, yeah, but that's not practical.
That's a bet.
That's why you gotta know which ones are practical and are best for everyday life. Because actually, bleach will damage your skin if you take a bleach
I
shower.
know.
I feel like
Bleach
it's a little
burn.
scary. The video of Luke drinking bleach.
Oh,
You remember it?
Yeah, that was hilarious. He had to go to the
I had
hospital.
him
after
first.
that.
No, I didn't. It wasn't even fake. It was just literally water in the bleach bottle.
No, it wasn't. It was real.
No,
Or
it
I
was
refuse
water.
to believe otherwise.
Okay. I need to dust off my desk. Cause like behind my mouse pad and everything, it's so messy. Or it's so dusty.
Dusty Depot.
It's not Depot anymore, it's Divot.
Rippin' Depot.
Yeah, I'm probably still gonna call it
Dust.
I'm just gonna call it Dusty, cause like, why would you say Dusty Depot? Just call it like,
Oh yeah? So
Dusty.
you're telling me you don't call it Fatal Fields?
I call it Fatal.
You don't call
Anarchy
it Anarchy
and Tilted.
Acres? You don't call
And-
it Tilted Towers?
Risky. I just call it by the first
Risky is so good. We should
I know.
honestly drop there every time.
That's what I do with Andy. I always drop there.
Dang,
See, but I don't want it to turn into like one of those like,
Tilted.
oh, I always drop here. So I'm just gonna like
Well, I
drop
mean-
different every time.
I don't always want to drop there. Just like
No.
for now, because it's like new and good.
Dude, it's actually so good. Most people don't know about it, do they?
Yeah, it's just chilling up there in the corner.
Like they see it, they're like, oh, that's small. Man, it's probably crap. But it's actually so good. There's like probably like 7 or 8 chests in the one place.
Oh god, that's the best air dribble thing I've ever hit.
I need to see you doing air dribbles because I don't believe you. We need to
Okay.
work on like passing plays and stuff. Like if we could like pass it like in the middle of the field rather than like having to pass it like